Alright, it's 9 o'clock on Rock City 101.9 FM, and it's the Daybreak Show. It's time for the brand and industry segment of the Daybreak Show. My name is Damilola Aroyeun. All are set for the International Drinks Festival, where all top brands in the drinks industry will showcase their products. The festival, scheduled to hold at the Federal Palace Hotel Victoria Island, Lagos, between 1st and 3rd December, is expected to be a landmark event of the Nigerian drinks industry. The festival is built to attract over 200 exhibitors cutting across 9 sectors of the industry and over 15,000 guests. The popular brand, including Remy Martins, Jack Daniels, Best, Biggie, and many more, according to the organizers, have already booked their booth to exhibit at this gathering of stakeholders in the alcohol beverage industry. Participation as an exhibitor is not limited to alcoholic drinks companies, but any kind of drinks, from cocktails to juices, yogurt, soda, water, champagne, tea, palm wine, zobo, and other local drink companies are all welcome to exhibit at the festival. Aside from the exhibition, the International Drinks Festival will feature masterclasses with various drinks professionals and a drink summit which will give the attendees opportunities to ask questions and interact with the drink experts. 4 steel companies are being shut down by the Standard Organization of Nigeria (SON) for non-compliance to requirements of the Nigerian Industrial Standards NIS 117 and Global Best Practices. The Director General (SON), Mr. Osita Boluma, who made this known at a meeting with steel stakeholders in Lagos, says the 4 firms were among those the agency investigated and conducted integrity tests on recently. It warns that any steel manufacturer caught circumventing quality assurance requirement henceforth will be prosecuted in line with the SON Act 14 of 2015. The Director General also wants them to desist from tampering with any consignment put on hold by officials of the agency for suspected infractions during investigation and quality verifications. Such acts by anyone in the steel or other sectors would be prosecuted. Apoloma advises steel manufacturers not to undermine one another through the production of substandard steel reinforcement bars under the name and code of rival firms and competitors. Such acts, according to him, is to the detriment of the unsuspecting end users who buy and use the product. The SON boss expressed concern over the non-compliance of key stakeholders in the industry, maintaining that the agency would not stop at nothing to bring sanity to Nigeria's steel sector. Dangote Group, Black Rhino Group, and the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) have signed an agreement to construct the $1.1 billion Akwa Ibom power plant in Akwa Ibom State. The investors signed a pact with Nigeria Bulk Electricity Trading PLC (NBET) to develop the project expected to produce 540 megawatt electricity by 2021. The investor said Mobile Producing Nigeria (MPN), which initiated the power project with the NNPC, sold its right to develop the project to investors in the plant. However, Mobile has a 20-year gas sales agreement (GSA) with the new investors to supply about 400 million standard cubic feet per day from its offshore oil production facility. Power, Works and Housing Minister Mr. Babatunde Fashola, who supervised the signing of the Power Purchase Agreement (PPA) in Abuja, explains the development was part of government's desire to consistently provide stable electricity in the country. Although the investors promised to build a 58-kilometer long transmission line to evacuate its output, Fashola shows that the Ikot Ekpene to Ikot Abbas transition line, built by the National Integrated Power Project (NPPS), will be ready to take power from the Akwa Ibom power plants. MTN Group says it recorded a decrease in overall subscribers due to declines in Nigeria and Uganda in the 3rd quarter. In a quarterly update for the period ending 30th September 2017, MTN said overall subscribers declined to 230.2 million from 234.7 million in the 3rd quarter of 2016. On a sequential basis, this translated into a 7% dip, largely driven by lower reported subscribers in Nigeria, MTN's largest market. TN said its performance in Nigeria was hit by modernization of subscriber definitions, which saw a subscriber base in the country decrease 5.2% to 50.3 million. MTN says that increasing the SIM registration footprint remains a priority to drive growth again. MTN does not break out group profits and sales figures in quarterly update, but did reveal total revenue was down by 13.4% year-on-year, largely due to exchange rate movement. But on a constant currency basis, group revenue increased by 6.9% year-on-year, data revenue by 31.4%, and digital revenue 19.6%. Access Bank plc has announced a profit after tax of 56.4 billion naira for 9 months ended September 30th, 2017. The profit after tax increased by 4.25% when compared to 54.1 billion naira recorded in the corresponding period of 2016. The bank's 9-month financial results released by the Nigerian Stock Exchange NSE in Lagos also reveals that its gross earnings rose to 245.87 billion naira as against 181.2 billion naira achieved in the preceding period of 2016. The results also indicate 33% growth in gross earnings year-on-year to 365 billion naira from 275 billion naira in 2016, driven primarily by the strong performance on core revenue lines. The bank's group managing director, Mr. Herbert Wigwe, says that strategies embarked upon between 2013 and 2017 contributed to the growth. He said the reporting period marked the last quarter of the 2013-2017 strategic period, adding that the bank remained committed to improving the quality of its balance sheet. He said that the bank's third quarter performance showed that operating costs reduced significantly by 18% quarter-on-quarter to 49.5 billion in September. Fidelity Bank plc has taken 5% impairment charges on a 17.3 billion naira, that's $55 million loan to Etisalat in Nigeria, now Nine Mobile. Reuters quoted managing director of the bank, Nnamdi Okonkwo, as saying it was based on the Central Bank of Nigeria's CBN's directive. Etisalat Nigeria took a $1.2 billion syndicated loan from a group of 13 local banks 4 years ago, but has defaulted on repayments this year due to a currency crisis and recession in Nigeria. Industry sources claim that the CBN had last week asked lenders in the deal to take a 5% provision as part of their third quarter result. The bank posted a pre-tax profit of 16.24 billion naira for the 9 months to September, up from 9.83 billion naira last year. However, the Senate voted in favor of investigating Etisalat Nigeria's default and how its funds were used. It said it was aware of allegations that the loans had been diverted to other uses not related to the business, as there was no evidence of what the company did with the loans. Facebook has launched its first Nigerian Small and Medium-Scale Enterprises SME Councils in Nigeria. It is part of Facebook's ongoing commitment to help support SMEs across the African continent. The Nigerian SME Council brings together Facebook Africa's SME team and Nigerian business owners from a range of industries in a partnership designed to provide better digital tools for business and customer growth. Speaking at the launch, Facebook's SMB sales manager, Europe, Middle East and Africa, Abby Williams, said small business sits from the backbone of most thriving economies in the world, driving sustainable growth and creating jobs, and those in Nigeria would not be different. Aroyeun plc has put the cost implication of the forensic audit to be carried out by the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) on its book at 160 million naira. The proposed forensic audit followed allegations of infractions found against the company by Ansbury Incorporated and Alhaji Dahiru Mangal last 18th October. Ondo explains that the Commission in a letter informed it that the 160 million naira cost of the forensic audit will be borne by the company. The company thought the proposal, considering audit submissions to date, are not the best use of shareholder funds at this time. Oando accuses the Commission of bias in the management of this inquiry and that the penalties for alleged infractions far outweigh the alleged infractions. Oando plc on Monday obtained a court order to hold the suspension of trading in its shares and a forensic audit planned by the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC. It will be recalled that shares in other pairs were frozen at 5.99 naira on Monday until further notice. The stock exchange said after the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) ordered a forensic audit into the company. The SEC suspended trading in the stock for 48 hours last week, saying it was investigating complaints about insider trading and discrepancies in its ownership structure. That's it on the brands and industry segment of the Daybreak Show. My name is Damilola Aroyeun. Good morning and thank you so much for listening.